Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm gonna work on my artist trading coins for my swap that's in October, and I've been making these boards out of from chipboard out of my pick tens on my Monday night streams. This is the fourth one, so in our swap we're swapping four different trading cards to each person that we swap with. And so I've got, these are the other three that I've done. Um, Sorry about the phone. Oops. So those are the other three. And then this is the card I'm making my fourth one out of. Um, but they all started out something like this, only these were bigger cards than this one is. This one's, I'm not sure how big it is, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter because I can get plenty of coins out of it and still have some left over to do something else with, which is what happened with the other ones. I had some left over. Let me see if I can find the cards and show you. Well, I'm not sure where I put them, so you'll just have to imagine that at first they were big like this. Okay, and I'm just using a 2.5-inch punch, and you don't have to use a punch, and this one's definitely not perfect. It doesn't always cut right there, and I'm not sure why, but we'll see what we can get it to do today. Ah, that worked good. Yay. Well, see, I got 3 out of that part right there. So I'm going to go over here. Let's take these out first. Maybe that'll be helpful. This is what they look like. It's really fun to make a big background like this and then take it down to a small little piece. Okay, I don't know if this will work or not. This edge like that. Let me just trim that off, and then I might can put that in a mixed media piece somewhere. It's all prettily painted just like everything else. See, that'll be fun. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Mm. See, right there, it's not wanting to punch. So I have to kind of tear it a little bit right there. You could use an X-Acto knife, but that works because it punches through the top. It just doesn't punch all the way through the bottom. Okay, so there's 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and punch out one more so that I'll have both of these sides. And you can hear when it makes that extra sound, like that second punch, that it's working. So I don't know. Okay. Now I have a couple of extra ones I can trade with someone sometime. There we go. And we'll put this out of the way. I also can trim, these and use them into something and have this left for a couple of postcards, or 3 ATCs will probably fit in there, something like that. And there's a couple of extra of these. So I'll put them up there because I only want to worry about the ones that I need to do today. And I've got different kinds of things to go on top of each of these. I'm going to paint these snowflakes. I'm going to paint them this color and put one of those on top of these. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to put words on these or not, but if I do, it will just be one word. Like on this one, it just looks peaceful to me, so I think peace might be the word that I put on those. I might put joy on these because they are such pretty bright colors. And the extra bling I'm going to put on those is this. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but that's what I'm going to use. And on these, I'm not sure if I'll say give thanks or grateful. Maybe grateful would be the word I would use on these because they're kind of Thanksgiving-y. And this is the extra thing that I'm going to add, the dimensional thing that I'm going to add on those. And then these, one of the prompts for this pick 10 was sequins. And I have a bunch of sequins that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. Isn't that amazing? All those different kinds of sequins. So I'm going to find some of those to put as the focal point on this one. And we've got peace and joy and grateful on that one. I haven't decided what to put on this one. I'm thinking I might put something like, I don't know, trust or believe or, I don't know for sure on these. But for now, we're going to start out with, I'm going to edge the cards. And I didn't get out something to edge this one with. Let me get something real quick. Okay. I'm planning to edge this one in the silver metallic. Let me move this down a little bit. In the silver metallic. Let's do this. And I'm going to edge this one in this kind of teal metallic because there's some of it on there. And this is for these. And both of these I'm going to edge in black. Actually, I may edge one in black and one in gold. Let me get some gold out. Okay, this will be the gold that I'll use. So I've got something to edge all of them. I want them to be unique, but the process for all of them is going to be pretty much similar. Do a pick 10, cut them out, put the edge on them, put some bling on them, put a word on them, and we're good. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to pause for just a minute, and I'm going to move all this stuff and get ready to put the edges on, get out some paint and stuff, because it'll take some time to do that, and you don't need to see me set up for that. Okay, I got set up and I went ahead and painted 3 of my little snowflakes, and I'm going to paint the 4th one here, just in case you're curious how I did it. It's not like it's magic or a science. It's just putting it on with a brush. Now, some of it, sometimes it does kind of come through and get build up underneath, and that's kind of annoying. So you do have to kind of take your brush and clean that out so you don't have a globby bit when it's finished. Okay, so there are those, and need to clean my hands and my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and edge one of these for you so you can see how I do it, but then I'll do the rest of them without you watching so I don't take up too much of your time. Let me clean my hands, sorry. I don't want to transfer this blue paint while I'm edging these. Okay. Now then, let's clean off the brush. Okay. Put that out of the way. I'm going to start with the silver because it's the lightest color and it'll probably, I'm assuming, it will clean out easier and work to the darker. Oh, that's probably a little bit much. But what I'm doing is just taking the paint and edging it. And I do want it to be a little bit gloppy on the edge. Can you see that? Let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe you can see me do it easier this way. Okay. And I'm just kind of tapping it. And this really is thicker than what I used last time, so it's making a gloopier edge. But it dries a little bit flatter than that. So, but I just think it looks nice to have it, the edging look kind of dimensional, but not all the same. You know, not all the same amount of dimension. So that's how it looks, the edging. And I'm going to go ahead and move these. I'm going to go ahead and go around all of them like that, and then I'll be right back. Okay. I let everything dry after I edged them, and I'm not sure if you can see what they look like. I painted on the back of the boards. I used them as roll off, you know, for jelly printing. So they all are already painted on the back before I cut them out. And they're all different. This one's black, and these two are blue, and this one's had some stamping done on it too. So, but as you can see, I've done all the edging. And this one with silver, and this one with black. So they're all a little bit different. And I'm going to go ahead and put my embellishments on them. These fall leaves, I think they're really pretty. They're not very shiny. So I'm contemplating, after I get let's see if they'll just come out. Yeah. After I get them stuck down. Oh, I thought they were layered already. They're not. So I can layer them and move the colors so that they're layered. Oh, that's good. I'm happy about that, because they were in layers where all the colors, you know, the same colors were right there together. I'm not sure if I'll put this many leaves on there, because it really does kind of hide the background, and there wouldn't be enough room for much room left for a word. But part of me wants to just put the leaves on there and forget about the word, just because having the 3 leaves I think would be pretty. So I'm going to think about that. Let's go ahead and fix up a set for each one of them, and make sure I can even get four sets out of here. Okay, I need to see if I can do maybe like that. I think 3 leaves may be too many. Even if I can find a way to to put them all down. I think that's probably too much, too big. Okay. So I think I'm going to take that one off and just do these two kind of like this. And then I will have room for a word down there. And I think I like these two colors better than the yellow. It looks like I keep discarding the yellow, but if I can get that one to lay flat, I like that one too. Yeah, the yellow just looks pretty pale with them. Although this one might look all right. And let's see. I think I'm going to actually end up using the yellow on the, because I want the leaves to really contrast each other. So, okay, that's the plan for that. And then on these, I'm just going to put one of these on each one. And then I did find some little tiny sequins, which I may take a little tiny white sequin and put it on top, just kind of setting on top of those. See if I can get it. Some of the little bitty ones out. Oh, there's a bunch of those stacked up. I was going, man, that one's fat, but there's several. Okay, yeah, I think that adds a little bit of something. And on this one, we're going to use some of this. And I've had some different ideas about how to do it, and I'm not sure which one's going to work the best. But the first thing I'm going to do is trim off this extra on the edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut a whole line out. And I may just, okay, let's just play with one. These stick down, which is nice. Except that they don't. The sticky stuff came off. So I'll have to put some glue. Anyway, well, we can go ahead and lay it on there just like I'm laying the other ones, and then I can come back with the glue. That's funny. They have sticky on them, but it doesn't work. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I could curve this, but I don't think it's going to let me do that. So we're going to do 5 and 3, and we'll just put them like that. Let me go ahead and trim off that extra there. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for these, I think. Okay, let's try to give it some sort of a something that resembles a top and a bottom. I'm trying to cut off all this little fibery stuff that connects them, if you're wondering what I'm cutting off there. Okay, there's a 3. And a 5. There's some. Most of them don't really matter. I think the butterflies, I want the top to look like it's the butterfly to be upright. This one, I don't think it's as big a deal because it can look like it's swooping in, but the others look like they're going out. And so, okay, now we need 2 more 5s. I'm not sure if there's really more activity in our neighborhood today than normal. But it feels like there is because every time I turn around, I hear doors slamming. And I think it's probably because it's such a nice day, I don't have the air conditioner going, so I can hear everybody. Oops. Okay. So there's that one, and let's go ahead and put these few leaves that are left back in here. Move those out of the way. And then what I have left to do is the sequins on these. And I'm not sure what I've got some leaves. And then I've got some dots and circles. And some of these almost, I don't know, they look like saber-toothed tiger tusks to me. But they're cute. And then these are kind of ovally. And then these have a hole in the middle. And there's some stars. And then these are some shells. And then here's some more shells, different sizes. And then I've got these circles. So I'm going to try to make kind of a little collage, I guess. Let's start with a leaf on each one. We don't want, there's some of these leaves are really huge, and we don't want really huge ones, so. I want to try to get, I think for this, the gold leaves will be the best. Should have just dumped them out. I just was not wanting to have to put them back up. Okay. Oh, there's one that's clear. So we're going to use a gold leaf on them. And let's get out a little gold star for each one too. It'll be something different. I don't want to just have just leaves and shells. So, well, okay. I'm going to see if I can find enough of these oval things that'll. Let's zoom in a little bit while I'm doing this. You've seen. Oops, wrong way. you can kind of see what I've got. There we go. It's hard to see. Well, you can sort of see those little gold sequins sitting on top of that. But all right, let's see what we've got here. Kind of like the idea of bringing in a different color. These have some maroon on them. So I'm going to set these down. I may totally change my mind about that. But they also have kind of a gold sheen to them. So I'm going to stick those down there just for a look-see. Let's see if we can find some. Okay, I lost. No, there it is. Those little stars kind of hide. Oh, there's my doggy. Let me go let him in just a sec. Oh. Come on, buddy. Oh, don't. Yeah. Make your rounds and then lay down. Lay down. Okay. I think if I do those, I may not need these, but I might want to do this. Neither one of those pinks actually mimic what's on the I'm going to get out two of these because I may do two of one and two of I think I will. I'll do two of one and two of the other, and that way we will have a little bit of variety there. Okay. Now let's look at the shells. Oh, let's see if we can find any of these we want to stick on there. We'll maybe stick them underneath, just kind of sticking out like a leaf would or something like that. Huh. Those didn't look red when I. You know, we might can put the red ones with these, and then gold ones with these. Okay. And now a shell. Well, sorry, my fumble fingers today. I think those are pretty, and they'll really show up. Let's see if we have 4 of those. Yeah. Alrighty. And I think I'll probably put the star on top of the shell, or on top of whatever it is. It'll be the last thing I put on so it can cover up the hole that's in the sequins. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, something kind of like that. It's not going to be super obvious, and I'll probably play with it more as I'm gluing them down. It's kind of hard to get them to stay in one spot right now. But I also want to be able to leave some room for some words. Or a word. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue those down later. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and glue all this stuff down, And then we'll come back and see, I'll show you what they look like and we'll add some words. Okay, I've got everything glued down. This is what this one looks like. And this is what this one looks like. And this one. And the one with the sequins. Okay, now I've printed off some words. Thankful, joy, peace, and play. Thankful, joy, peace, and play. Yeah, okay. But I don't want them to just be white. So I think what I'm going to do is use a watercolor brush marker and just kind of watercolor over them and let that dry. And then I'll cut them out and put them on. And once I get that done, I will come back and, well, let me go ahead and do so you can see what I mean when I say I'm going to do this. This is what I'm using. They're flexible brush markers, water-based. These are Hobby Lobby. And I just want to use one that I think will look good with each one. And I'm going to do thankful with yellow. It's funny how some of these markers seem to have a lot of ink in them and some of them don't, or a lot of whatever it is that's in them. The yellows are not very juicy. Anyway, that may be a little bit bright, but it'll show up. Okay, and now joy. I think I'm going to use this kind of magenta color here because there is some of that on there, but it's not emphasized. I know it looks messy, but once it dries and we cut it out, they're individual. I think it'll be okay. Peace. We need a blue, I think. A blue. But not a dark blue. I'm afraid that one may be too blue. Let's try it over here on something. No, that's too turquoisey. Won't do that one. Let's try this light gray and see what we think about that with it. Actually, I think that'll look pretty nice. Yep, okay, we're going to do that. So we're going to use that over the piece. I'm not very impressed with, I like the colors and I like the way they work. I just don't like how easy they are to use, because even just trying to write with them, they don't always, you know, do what you want them to do. I mean, stuff doesn't come out real easy. It's like there's not enough watercolor inside them to really do what you want. Anyway, other than that, I like them. Okay, now this one, I don't know what we'll do with it. But I definitely don't want to leave it. I'm trying to find a color that will look good with it. And that's not really that easy to do. From what I've got here, it's kind of limited. That's kind of a reddish brown. Let's see what that looks like. It matches good, but it's not a very playful color. If we're going to say play, we want it to look a little nicer. Let's try one that's maybe that same. No, I just don't like that. Okay. Not sure if this is the one I used for Joy. No, it's different. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna do a mixture of these two, and we'll see how that looks. All right. I may need to not leave those standing up. Maybe that's what my problem is. Okay, that's what we're going to use. I'm going to let this dry a minute, and then I'm going to cut them out and glue them down, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, I glued everything, glued the words down, and I sealed them, and this is what they look like. Basically, I'm just going to show you one set, but there are my artist trading coins for the swap. I haven't picked partners for everybody yet. We have until Monday to join the swap. If you want to join the swap, comment on this this post, and where I've got the I'm putting this video on my Facebook group, and it's going to be in the comment section where you sign up for that swap. So that's why I'm saying comment below. But anyway, it'll be out there on YouTube land as well. But it's specifically made for the people who maybe haven't joined the swap because they're not sure they can make artist trading coins. If I can do it, you can do it. So join up before October 1st, because October 1st is the last day you can join, and then I'll be picking partners for everybody. So God bless you.